Are we recording?
Yeah.
Right, special edition of This Is Recorded podcast, August 4th. August 4th Company will be a brand you will know and trust. This Is Recorded will fall under it. August 4th is named after my anniversary date. It's a beautiful place, a beautiful time, beautiful place. It's where I got married at. I wanted to show y'all a little bit of something, show y'all the beautiful views. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This is Recorded. Peace.
How did I turn it off? Just push it?
Oh, where it started with my old ball and chain. Oh, Glenda Manor.
Everything about
This is not Glenda. This is Oakhurst Farm, man. I don't even know where I got married at.
Were you on camera saying that?
Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful spot, man, that I don't know the name of. This is where it all went down at, man.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to all the family and friends that joined us on that special day.
Blogger boy. Blogger boy. Hi, Denton.
Blogger boy, blogger boy.
He's so cute. You gonna cry again?
No.
I don't know if his shoes was here. That would have been nice.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to a special anniversary. Do you know what today is? Well, it's not today, but you know what I mean. Did I say good morning, good afternoon?
Yeah, you did. Are you having a stroke?
I'm a little nervous here. So like I said, our anniversary was August 4th. We're taping this, this is August 6th going into August 7th. I don't have my dates correct.
Okay.
You're making me nervous.
I'm making you nervous?
Yeah, so how are you? How you been?
I've been good. How have you been?
You keep ended up back on this podcast. I don't know how.
You keep begging me to be on, like,
I don't really want you to be on, but you keep making it back, man.
I'm a survivor.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, what is your idea of a good relationship?
Wow, you just went right into it.
I hate when people.
I hate that too.
Oh my
so,
God.
Wow,
Oh,
just
wow.
caught me off guard, the question. I think one that is like, y'all are friends, not like,
Yeah.
Like real friends, like y'all have fun together, like it's easy. Like when people say like, like marriage is work. I'm like, I don't really see, like, I don't know. Like I don't feel like that. Like I feel like it's so easy for us. And it wasn't always, I guess, easy. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Where do you want me to go?
Oh, nothing. I can just tell when they mess up. Go ahead. I mean, yeah, I hate when people say, like, it's work. Because, I mean, we know what you mean. Like, obviously, like, you're not going to have it every day. It's going to be perfect, stuff like that. But, like...
Most days should be good, though. I feel like if you, like, in a real, like,
work,
healthy relationship, I feel like your home, your, like, relationship at home should be, like, pretty solid.
Work just sounds disgusting.
Yeah, because, I mean, everybody hates, it's like, oh, it's Monday again. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Dealing with
Like,
this bitch.
Yeah, like, so,
Yeah.
I don't know, I think it should definitely be fun. Like, I feel like, I don't think that we don't laugh every single day. Like, probably all day, really, but, like, at least, like, y'all don't laugh at all. Like, y'all don't, I think a lot of people just be together just to be together, and I don't think that was ever our thing. I mean, nothing really keeps us together except for us.
Yeah.
And I think,
Cool.
I think mainly fun. Of course, you want to be in love. You want to date. You want to, make that other person feel special. And I know you hate, like, love languages, but there is something, like, for real about love languages. Like if you need to be held or if I want to be held, like, compromising, doing what your partner wants them to do, wants you to do, because if you don't, like, somebody else will do it.
I guess I don't hate the idea of these saying just
if
like...
If you hate love language, it's fine.
Just like cliches, it's like cliches is because it's true. Like,
cliches. I think why people hate it because everybody says it, but like all of it,
Yeah.
you get what
I mean,
you pay
I
for.
honestly would not hate like the whole zodiac sign thing. Like, I think it's kind of cool, but I think it's too like it's too hot right now. Like, you know, I'm a Cancer rising, and it's like, bitch, like
Sagittarius
just
going
stop.
down.
I have no idea what that means. Like, I play with it because it's funny, and it's funny to me too. Like how everything they say about Leos does not relate at all to like me or you.
No.
Might relate to Shay a little bit, some of the stuff. Like, cause she, you know, they say like you like to be the center of attention. Like, she does. Like, that was, I feel like if she could do something, it would be, you know, yeah. So but that's not me at all. But I guess it could kind of be you a little bit.
I mean,
maybe I'm not a real Leo then.
Yeah.
But you know, like that's just, you know, the love language is compromising, like really liking each other. Like not even loving. Like love is one thing, but I just feel like love is not enough sometimes. So really like enjoying your person, like you being my person. Like I remember one time, somebody I know was in a relationship and the person was like, you know, she was like, I just want you to be my best friend. And he was like, said something stupid like, you already have a best friend. Like he didn't get that, and that's why they're not together. That's, you know, one of the reasons why they're not together. But it's just, I don't know, I think people just don't get that you need to enjoy each other is the main thing to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like, I mean, I feel like I'm a big, firm believer in everybody's relationship is different, and everybody can want different things, and no relationship should be the same.
Mm-hmm.
But what I hate is when you try to get bullshit off. Like, a couple years ago, they was trying to get the open relationships off. They still try to low-key get them off. They always fail. Because even in an open relationship, the person still does sneaky stuff. And it's like, dog, isn't the purpose of an open relationship?
Too.
Yeah, like, the purpose is to tell the person.
And then they let you do whatever. Or they want you to be, I guess it's different rules for different people, but they want to be included. But the other person don't want you to be included every time.
Then they start doing
That's probably how they like go into it.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, it's going to be us, and then after a while it's like, yeah, it's just me and this other person.
It's everybody.
But I just didn't want to feel, like you knew about it. You know, like that shit is weird anyway.
Well, what was we watching yesterday or something, and somebody had something open. Like they kind of were in an open relationship.
I think it was American Horror Story.
Yeah, I mean.
But the spouse, it's like, yeah, we're in an open marriage, but then the person who goes out and is doing the most is always leaving their spouse that allowed it out.
Yeah.
Like it's like y'all don't even deal with each other, and like you out there doing the most.
And I guess the premise for me is that like, in saying that is that like, relationships can be anything. It doesn't need to be our idea. It don't need to be person watching this idea. But it's just like, don't bullshit yourself. Like, people try to like, oh, I don't like this. I don't want that. I don't ever want to get married. I don't ever want to have kids. It's just like, certain things is like, it's bullshit. Like, people be trying to say it and get it off. And it's like, But, I mean, I'm a big, big, firm believer in everybody's relationship is different. It does not, each relationship does not need to be the same. Just like how your look, how you like your hair, what you like to eat don't need to be the same. The relationship, your goals and settings on it. But I just feel like, in saying that, a lot of people bullshit themselves. And like, I like this when you really clearly don't like it, but you're just trying to be new age or whatever. And things like that.
Yeah, the whole open relationship thing, I think it doesn't really work. I don't know. I know a few people who did it before.
You said tried and failed at it?
Yeah, before it was trendy because of the reasons why you said. Like, the dude wants to, like, do your own thing still. You got 2 girlfriends or whatever, living the life.
They literally
doing everything you want, and then you still are out there cheating.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something weird about it. And it's just something about having somebody that's your own. Like, I feel like somebody's going to get jealous. Like, so, I don't know. It's just a strange concept. If it works, it works, but I've never heard of a situation where it works.
That's literally like a 1%er kind of thing. Like,
but I feel like deep down, somebody is unhappy. Even the sister wives show, like, some of them left, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're one dude trying to like. It's just.
And then it's like a lot of people
too,
try. A lot of people, single people, try to get off like, yeah, we not really made to be with like one person and stuff. It's like, dog.
That's trendy too right now. Like I believe that there's a people that also believe in like fire.
And then there's people that give you relationship advice that are completely single.
So
like,
single. That's
like,
my favorite. Like I just don't even comment like at work and stuff. Like they know I'm married, but like don't even ask me nothing.
And then
it's like y'all sound so.
It's just
stupid.
something about people too. Is just like, bruh, consider the source. When people give you advice, consider the source. If a single person that's very single, or you know they baby mama drama this that, and they're giving you advice. I don't
and
know.
it also be a person that has never been in a. You're not only single, you've never been in a relationship before. Like so, you can't tell me anything about like relationships and what people should do and like it's just. Or people try to get that off too, like, yeah, I'm not trying to be married. You gotta answer to people, and you gotta.
And I think for dudes, that's their biggest fear. But it's like, why would you get with somebody that made you feel that way? Like,
I mean, I don't think anybody should make anybody feel a certain way. But I feel like if you decide to get married, I don't have to tell you what the fuck you need to be doing. You need to move like a married person.
And you should know like certain things is not cool. Like,
yes, I don't feel like I come at you like. You already know you ain't doing this, this, and this. Like you just know, like, hey, this isn't appropriate. I know what's appropriate for me. I know, like, if you know what I'm saying. Like, remember they went to like paint like the dude that was trendy.
Oh yeah, paint.
Like the trap and fucking like paint a dick or whatever. And I was like, yeah, y'all, that's cool. Y'all are single, so have fun. But I'm married, so I'm not gonna probably go to that. And I don't think it's appropriate for you
to go to titties and bitches.
Not really. I mean, I guess it's. I just don't think the whole bachelor party shit is like really a great idea.
Whoever came up with a bachelor party was an idiot.
Single. Was the dude getting married single ass
friend
who didn't want to lose him?
Yeah, like,
because like that's literally like, yeah, man, we're gonna go like and we're gonna get some strippers and we're gonna
give you a threesome, like stuff like hey, all the things that are not good.
Yeah, so
like this your last night of being single. Like I don't know if you were single before
is this
this
a good
night.
idea?
Yeah, we gotta.
Like how many dudes like cheated the night before they got married? Like that shit happens a lot. I feel like
probably 90%.
Who's the dude? AC Slater off of fucking Saved by the Bell cheated his first wife. He like cheated on her the night before their wedding. With it, I don't know if it was a stripper. I'm not gonna. But yeah, like that happens. It's just like let's just like maybe go out for a few drinks. So like we could have did like a joint bachelor party. Yeah, because y'all didn't have fun, but we did.
No.
Yeah. But
I don't know. And then I feel like too like. Another cliche that's annoying but true, you can't love somebody till you love yourself. Like, it's very important. You gotta kind of know, like, what you got going on and who you are. That's another thing, too. Like, we got married at 25, but we feel like, whoa, don't nobody do that. Like, the people we see growing up and stuff now, that's not 25 yet or about 25.
I feel like 9 years ago, 25 was different than the 25 now. 25 now is like I'm just getting my life started. I want to be a fucking like city girl. I want to like have my whole face. Like they don't get like you're 27, bro.
Yeah.
Like you still doing the same shit you was doing when you was 20. And I don't feel like we're boring. Like I don't feel like we were boring when we were 25.
A lot of people tell us like, dang, y'all go out a lot, y'all do a lot, but we just don't do what y'all do. We don't go to clubs.
Like, I don't want to be.
We don't go on girls trips and then dudes trips.
We don't do everything everybody else We don't go to Miami every fucking week.
And it's like literally no.
That annoys me. I'm sorry. Like the going to Miami shit all the time.
Niggas go to Miami like
every fucking week. I know somebody that's literally going to Miami for the 4th time this summer. Literally, like she's like,
and it's just like,
why don't you fucking move?
Go somewhere else, like
right. Like I would go to Alaska, like literally, before I ever fucking go to Miami.
And then it gets annoying because, like me, I hate doing what everybody else does. Yeah. But then I had to learn, like after going to Bahamas on our honeymoon, go where you want to go. But
Yeah.
cause I know I'm doing it because I actually want to go there.
Yeah.
Everybody else is
First,
doing
it looks amazing too.
Everybody
But,
else
like
wants
it's
to
just,
go
I don't
there
feel like
for
it's our vibe. I feel like it is like a single like young girls trip, like somebody gonna come back with an STD. That's the type of trip that.
Speaking of STD, no shots at you, but Baltimore is officially the highest place with STDs, and I feel like it's so.
First of all, I don't know where you're getting your stats from. It's probably the CDC.
Social mediums.
Okay,
Everything's
if it
true
was
on
CDC, it's not. I mean, they might have high, but like, are you talking about what STD?
They say
Because Atlanta is a fucking third world
but
country.
they said in general right now is there Mississippi than like somewhere else.
That's not what I read. I literally saw the same thread, and it was top 10, and Georgia was number 3, and like Maryland was like number 6. So I don't know what year.
Okay, so be careful what you watching on
Right,
YouTube
so
before you
Yeah.
go telling everybody.
Yeah, don't get on YouTube.
Power on.
That's very scary.
Don't get on YouTube. Get on the Shade Room like I did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that off the Shade
come
Room.
on, the
But they
internet
got
never
theirs
lies.
from CDC, so I don't really believe that anymore.
Okay, so I believe.
But you know that Atlanta is like number 1 for like AIDS. Period.
and everything like it's pretty bad.
Yeah, but that's bad. But that wouldn't be a shot.
Because
Why would that be a shot?
it's definitely wild though because I feel like Maryland is like this big. For it to have like all of that stuff going on is like, hey yo, like
Maybe because it's close to like DC.
is nobody not doing
Or maybe
anything
they
protection
don't
wise?
nothing. Nobody uses protection anyway.
All right, let's go. I mean, we're already here. Don't know when I have you back on. We have this talk all the time. It's like literally, I don't know what's going on in the world today. It's a new wild world that I'm glad I'm not a part of. It seems like wearing condoms and not fully finishing the sexual experience, if you know what I mean, is corny. Like
that's not new though. I don't think you're saying new. Like every girl that I know that has been having sex has been not using condoms. Like I don't know anybody
And
that
it's just
use
wild
condoms
because it's like-
consistently.
It's just like COVID with anything else, with just different
Not
things.
COVID.
It's like when people find out you can get treated or people not dying like that, they don't care anymore. And I just feel like they feel like even if you get HIV, whatever, nobody cares because they're like, I know people that was like living great and living fine. They look better than me and they
I don't know.
got
I feel like people who are that like promiscuous, they like get prescribed like the HIV medication on some like preventative shit. Like they do that.
I mean,
like,
they
you don't have it, but like you're out there, so like
But they have
take this
those,
to like counter it, so you don't get it, which is like irresponsible.
But they also have those commercials now about step up and prep up.
Babes, can you stop?
You know those commercials for real.
But
they-
what kind of commercial is that?
It's like like having preventative stuff to not get.
Yeah, but
HIV.
those are the HIV medication.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like you taking the HIV meds before you get HIV, because if it gets introduced into your body and you take the meds, it'll like, I guess, knock it out.
But it's just like, and then as far as relationship goes in this whole podcast, what we talking about, it just feels like too like, it's not fun out there. Like people will try to shame us, like, or shame you, like, oh, you only really been with him for so long, and this and that. It's just like, yeah. And then it's like when you ask everybody else, it's like, look around. The people that are single around you, it's either not by choice, they may have lost someone, or maybe been recently divorced, something like that. They're not having fun. Like, I literally too, and it feels good to finally see people are finally admitting, like, damn, bro, like, just go ahead and stay with the fight for your love, man, because all that's out here is like hookah and STDs. Like, they're like, bruh.
Why hookah?
Because they're like all the girls that smoke hookah and stuff now.
I hate that.
But it literally is like everybody is realizing, like, I don't know, I don't want to blame everything on social media, but it seems like that's the truth. Like, that's just what it is. Like, nobody knows who they are anymore. So they just live life like they see on social media. So now it's like, you doing that and it's not happy. I could not imagine going out with a girl and it's like, oh, what's your zodiac sign? Because I hate that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be normal, but I feel like that's a social media thing. I also hate to go out with a girl and you like posting where we at, or posting your food, or posting this, or posting that, or like you're texting while we're on, like, bro, what the hell, like, and I would imagine for you, like a dude, like you meet a dude today, tonight he's sending you a dick pic. It's like, whoa, like, is this the etiquette?
Is that what happened?
That's, I think so. Like, it's the etiquette.
I would never talk to you again.
It's like, that's the
It's
etiquette.
not appropriate. I feel like the first date is like meant for like, just let's get to know each other.
But
Like,
even,
don't send me.
but
a dick.
even
That's
with
like,
even with that though, it's like they'll probably have their phone on the table, and then their phone, and like then they're gonna text, and then they're gonna do that. And for like me as the dude, if you with a girl and the date's not going good, it seems like they will completely like ignore you.
I would go to the bathroom and not fucking the bathroom and just go home.
Yeah, seriously.
Like I would get me a cigar box and like fucking go. Like
If
okay.
somebody was like that,
If
for
somebody
real,
was on their phone, like I would leave.
I mean, but that's what it seems like it is now.
I mean that's fine and that's what I would do.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I'm sure there's some weird people out there like us. Like, cause I thought we're just different.
And people are
All
searching
around.
for love out there, and I feel like it's sad because the dating apps out here is just for like basically getting together to have sex, and then it's like certain ones that.
I
might
don't
be
know
okay.
though. All of them.
I don't think all.
I've
of
never
them.
been. I hope all of them are. Cause
I
I,
don't think
know a
all.
girl who met her husband.
Yeah,
on,
I
It
think
might have been like Christian Mingle.
Tinder is
Match. I think Match.com is like a for
Yeah.
real one.
like yeah.
Christian Mingle might be like.
I think they're like social
But like
medias.
Tinder is like for fucking.
Yeah, I think they're
Tinder, Grind, Grinder.
like Pornhub, you know,
Pornhub,
whatever
shut
you're
up.
into, but like. It just literally seems like they're like social media, like Facebook's for this, IG's for this, Twitter's for this, like, seem like the different data.
That seems exhausting. I'm just so glad, bro.
And then it,
Like I would, if me and you never met, or if we didn't work or whatever, I would be so single, like so single. Like my vagina would close up. Like I would be like on my eat, pray, love shit. I'd be like on vacation by myself, like in Italy,
and
like
when we went
trying food. Like that's what I.
when we
would
went
do.
on that cruise, I was sitting there thinking like, hey, it wouldn't be that bad if you went by yourself, like,
It wouldn't.
because you kind of blend in and nobody can really tell
No.
when you go on a cruise, because it's like
And even like you down there reading a book, like you taking a nap. I mean.
nobody can really
No,
tell.
and nobody would care. Like, okay, you came by
Nobody
yourself.
can.
You probably go to the little like mixer that
Single
they have.
mixers,
Yeah.
it's
Like I promise you, I would not. I would never settle. Like
no, and
it just seems miserable. Like I don't know what we were talking about at work the other day, but I was like, I'm so fucking glad that I'm married. I don't know what they was talking about, but I literally said that out loud. Like I'm so glad.
It seems so bad, and it's just like, I mean, it's not to throw shade, it's just reality to the people that's single and out there, like, be careful. And it's like, choose yourself because of the
I
fact
think
that,
people are so free spirited right now with the crystals and the retrograde and the whatever that they don't care what happens to them.
but
Like they don't care. Like I mean, like you could get an STD and it's like you probably won't get the STD even if you do. There are treatments, so they literally are like so free that they don't care.
I really think we in that.
They don't even care if they die. I feel like honestly, like for people are just like
It's
wild
a wild era, and it's just, I'm just glad that people are finally admitting, because it feels like it took a while, but in the last 2 years, I think the pandemic showed people how bad it is out there. Like, and I think the pandemic really showed you, like, damn, when they were single, didn't have nobody, was kind of weird on meeting up. It lasted for 2 weeks, and then they was back out there not caring if they died or not. But it just feels like they realized, like, damn, bro, like, it's not fun out. Like, I literally, everybody I talk to that's single is like, yeah, it's not really fun. Like, they're not
Girls
loving
don't really talk about being single, like at work and stuff. I work with mostly girls, and they don't talk about being single like that. Like they just start living their life. Like one girl, I know she's single, but she's like 30.
Yeah.
And like you live at home, and like you don't really go nowhere. Like that's gonna be your life, probably.
Yeah, I don't know, but it just feels like, I don't know. It's just like, relationships are a great thing, but it's also great when you find it the right way, do it the right way. When you do it just
I don't
cause.
know if doing it the right way is going out to find it. Because I don't feel like
No.
I was looking for you. And I feel like most relationships that really are like successful, like you didn't go out looking for them. Like that, it just kind of found you. It happened upon you. Like I feel like, you know, I wasn't looking for anybody. I mean, I know you definitely wasn't looking for nobody at that time.
No.
But, you
it
know.
just happened, and I mean, I think more people have to realize, like, do things in life naturally. Don't do things off of social media. Don't do things off of what you think your friend or your mama or your sister or anybody told you. You should do
I love it when
what.
you say your mama.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You're my favorite.
Do what really is for. We're gonna take a quick commercial break before my light goes off. All right, and we're back. So, what do you think is the secret to our success? We don't have a secret.
We don't really have a secret. I think that we like, I don't know, I feel like we grow together. Like, I mean, you know, there's like, we don't really argue. We don't really, like, I think we both have a common, like, we want to be happy. We don't want to waste time. We don't want to, like, I thought we're just on the same exact page. Like, same, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not just in the same book. Like, we always are, like, on the same page. Or maybe, like, a page behind. We always in the same chapter, at least.
It starts to, like, scare you, but I think, like, damn, like, we ain't got into it in a minute. And sometimes I feel like when I brought it up, it'll be like, all right, now we about to get into it. But I feel like
no, that did used to.
I feel like, but in life though, when you grow and when you go through things with somebody, it's like, and you get past it, you realize like I don't really want to do that. Like I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be mad. I just want to be peaceful. And then when we do a good job of looking at what's going on outside and realizing like, damn, it's kind of fucked up out there. I don't want it bad in here. And most people like, it's so bad in my house that when I go out in the world, I want to stay at work long. I have so much fun with them because when I get home, it's going to be boring. Or
That's so sad to me.
You know, it's
like that's sad to me. Like I feel like anytime we ever got like snowed in or like when we was quarantined, when we like, that's like the best times that we've ever had. But it's sad to me that some people like hated it so much that they like almost fucking or did kill themselves because you had to be at home.
And they were
I
in
feel like your home,
depressions.
yeah, I feel like your home should be like safe for you. I always want this to be safe for you, and I want to be safe for me. Like when I like, that's why I tell them like they be trying to like, you know, you want to work extra. Like I would never fucking ever come in here a second later than I fucking need to be here.
Yeah.
Like they don't get that. Like it's like, oh, we got incentive pay. We're gonna pay you an extra $30 on top of your. That's a lot of money, but guess what? I'm gonna be at home.
And I think it's the key, like what I'm saying, is growing with somebody too, because growth is, I know what you're going through, you know what I'm going through. We try to figure it out. Growth is not, I'm dealing with some whole shit by myself and you have no clue, no idea. And a lot of people be in relationships like that and they know it. Especially I tell you all the time with women, I think a lot of women know shit, but they ignore it because they want the family. They want the idea of family. They want to feel whole, but it's like, you can't fake love. Like, love is either real or it's not. And it's so sad when you see people go years of dealing with bullshit, and it's like, you will never get your 20s back. You will never get your 30s back. You will never get tomorrow back. So it's like, people stay in it for so long, and you know for a long time it's over. I mean, it's just like a grieving process for everybody that lost somebody. It's like, it really sucked at first, but eventually, hopefully, you kind of grow and you kind of just think about the good times y'all had together, and you kind of like, hey, it is what it is. You know, we lost our dog, rest in peace to Bella, but it's like, it was sad, but then all you think about now is like the good times, you know, and the fun times, and you wish they were still here, but it's like, I mean, they're not, and they had a good time while they were here. And I feel like I really love the ideas of good breakups now. Like, hey, man, we just don't go well together. Like, we're not good for each other right now. And when you break up in that way, they usually end up back together. Because it's like,
Or maybe y'all just wasn't meant to be together.
yeah.
You know, like I like the stories when it's like, you know, maybe when people have like a dad and a stepdad and they're friends. Like,
Lenny Kravitz.
yeah, it should be like that though.
Lenny Kravitz.
Why would I be mad at you? We have like this kid that we have in common. We have this person who we had, the kid with, or you're married to now, and it's just, I feel like it should just be one big happy family. I don't feel like it have to always be drama and nasty, and they're not coming to my house.
And yeah, like even for like Lenny Kravitz, it's probably like if he's having a trouble in life, not even just with his wife, he probably would call Lenny like, hey, like I'm having trouble in life, and it should be more of that because it's like we didn't work out because at that time, at that age, we were not it, and we probably still are not it. So y'all are good. It should be that like they ride bikes together, like they kind of, and it's like it's weird to other people, but when you are an adult and you realize like we didn't work out,
yeah, I don't
you
think
can move
it's
past
weird.
it.
I
Like,
honestly don't. Like even if like two girls share a baby daddy, like I don't necessarily think that y'all need to be mad at each other because y'all kids are siblings. So I think everybody should just be peaceful. That's just where I'm at.
I mean, it's just so much like every day, you turn on the news, which I avoid. There's some stuff going on, so it's just like in life, and really, I feel like for a lot of women, they want the relationship so bad that they ignore like how neglectful the dude is, how terrible of a dude this is, his past stuff, like everything, and it's just like it'll turn around, be 10 years later, 4 kids, 3 kids later, and then it's just like, damn, bro, like I don't like this dude, and you spent you was young with this guy, and you grew older, and then you realize you wasted all this time, and time is the biggest thing. We can't get time back. That's the one thing rich people can't buy. They still try to figure out how do I live longer, because it's like you don't get that back. And my message with people out there is just like, do not waste your time with people. Especially, I feel like people know years in advance. Especially in a marriage, it seemed like for a good year they were not having sex. They were nothing for like a whole year, like. And
or like when people, they sleep there and I be downstairs and I go out with my friends and we don't spend any time together. Like, that's weird.
And I just truly believe in respectfully declining relationships. We need to normalize these talks and different things. Like, bro, you need to just tell somebody, like, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that. Like, I'm very fortunate that like I said, when you go through things and you notice that a person's still there, it's like, damn, like, I don't really want to argue with you no more. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. You just live this peaceful life. And I think for us, I think we have a supreme understanding of what life is. And life is whatever you make it and the time you spend with it. It really is. So it's just like, if you want it to be shitty and you think it is, that's the way it's going to be. But for our life, we always look by example when we see what's going on outside, and we're like, I don't really want that. So we live a life where I don't want that.
I hate arguing with you.
Yeah.
It's like the worst. So I don't think we have a secret per se, but I think that we just really understand each other.
And I think for everybody, it's just like in a relationship, y'all have to understand. I think the secret is understand. You're gonna know what pissed somebody off. You're going to know what makes them happy. You're going to know what makes them sad. So the secret is kind of like knowing that person and growing. I love the word like growth. And lately, grace has been like a thing for me. It's because allowing somebody to grow up, allowing somebody to develop, but also don't waste your time.
Yeah.
When it's like, when you know it's bad, like, that ain't grace, that's stupidity. When you just sit there, you know it's been over for a long time. And you just stay in it. Don't stay in it. Yeah. Like, that's just it. And like,
we're not perfect at all, but no. We don't argue, but I think that like I can probably get a little snappy with you sometimes. But I feel like you know what I need.
Yeah.
You know if I need a minute, or if like you need to ask me like what's going on, or like
I think
talk to me, or like figuring out what's going on.
I think for both of us now, it's like we could get snappy, but we could realize, damn, maybe I was hungry, or maybe somebody else
hungry, or like you want to say something, but you don't say it because we might be in like a group setting. But I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's so.
And then you try to like, I'm acting normal, and I'm like, yeah, but you're not.
Yeah,
so
it's
happening?
usually if somebody else is doing something and it's fucking annoying to me, and I'm like, all right, man, I'm ready to go or whatever. I mean, and it's just knowing your person. Like,
yeah, I think it's growth because like younger us, it would have been like, oh, okay, so you got an attitude now, so guess what? Now I have an attitude, and then it's gonna go on all fucking night, and then it's gonna carry on into the day, and then somebody's gonna say something stupid, and then now we're talking about everything that ever fucking happened in our relationship before. Shit that happened 10 years ago, and like now we don't even know why the fuck we're arguing.
And literally,
so it's just best like let's just not fucking do it. Let's just stop. I think like let's just let me have a minute, and then I'll talk to you. I feel like I've had to get off the phone with you recently, or like you left the I put you out the room like a few like a months ago, like because something was going on, and I was like, can you just leave for a minute? And then you came back like 15 minutes later, and then we talked about it. I mean, it was something stupid.
And it wasn't even like a real. We kind of laughed about it.
Yeah,
I don't really remember what.
Yeah,
but then,
I don't remember.
But the younger you don't understand, give me a minute. Give me a minute is a cheat code. Because it literally is like, bro, I'm kind of on fire right now.
But you used to do that actually, but I wouldn't give you a minute. Or I would keep going.
Yeah.
It
literally is
it would
like
blow up, and because you would say, "Give me a minute," because you like used to say some stupid stuff that don't even like make sense or like matter, and then I would dwell on that. Like, so obviously you meant it because you said it. It's just so fucking stupid.
When you
and I know people who still who argue all the time.
Growth and grace.
I think that some people love language arguing. Like y'all really arguing.
Like I said, we're not here to judge. If that works for you.
But sometimes I be like, y'all really being here acting fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like I say that to people. Like, what even happened? But yeah.
And then like now, it's like I can't even begin to tell you what a proper age to get married is, because I have no idea.
Yeah, it's not really an age, but like to me, when people get engaged,
25,
I thought we got engaged when, what year was it? I guess it was 2012
or 2011.
It was 2012.
It was 2012.
March.
Yeah.
And I guess I was 23.
Yeah.
When I see people get engaged at 23, like I be like scared for them. Like, yeah, bitch, that's so young. Like.
And then I wonder, and people probably felt that way. I remember a lady told me too, like at work, like when I was probably 19 or 20, like, yeah, you shouldn't really get married and nothing until like you shouldn't. I think she was mainly talking about kids, like don't even think about that till like 30, and I couldn't agree more now.
I think she said 40.
She was saying something stupid.
Yeah, that's how I was like, wild. I don't know about, but I mean,
I feel like she was having a bad day. She was speaking from experience.
Yeah, she probably just got a phone with one of her kids.
Yeah,
don't fucking do it.
And it just but it does feel like. I mean, to make perfect sense, it's just like, bro, what I tell young kids, I just try to be relatable, is like, you just got freedom. Why would you want to ruin that with a kid at 18?
Not ruin.
Fucking seriously, real shit. Why would you want to ruin your finding you? You could go off to college, you young, you wild, you partying, you having fun. Why would you want to ruin it? Going to the little medical clinic. They probably see so many STD things. They probably see
so many fucking bumps and redness and green shit.
They probably already know when you come in with that stupid look like you scared to talk.
That have to be a hurtful Like, I can't relate.
And it's just like,
and then a lot of them probably don't come because they probably be too shamed until they like vagina fall out.
Exactly, but they rather go there than tell their parents. So
true, but you don't have to tell your parents. You can go to the fucking doctor by yourself.
I mean, yeah, I mean the little school campus thing.
Yeah, but even if you went home,
I know they are stocked up on penicillin, all kinds. Like, bro, come on, baby, or you're gonna have to take an HIV test. Like, they probably stocked up on everything. But I don't know. It's just like for kids now. Like, look, for me, what I was trying to say was, when you turn 18, you should, you know, if you don't have a real business plan already set up, like. I've been wanting to work on cars. I've been wanting to do hair. I've been wanting to do this. Like, if you don't have that, you need to go to school. You need to go to school. If you come from a low income situation, something like that, it could like be paid for and everything. You go live in campus. You live your life. Then you get out of school. You got your first little shitty apartment maybe or something like that. If you're blessed, you might have a home granted to you, whatever. Then you need to live that life. You need to travel, and then after that, you need to think about.
So that's about 30.
That's about 30, bro.
Oh, and then not only 30, but also you don't necessarily have to get married. But I would say, be with somebody who you're like committed to.
Yeah.
Cause like you just shouldn't just I'm 30, so
and
let me just have a baby.
And then like you said, you used to work in L&D and stuff, and you was saying like, bro, it's weird to see somebody in their 20s. We live in a world now where people are having kids well off into their 30s because people.
I had a lady that she was old, like she was. How old was this lady? She was older.
I mean, but people are.
She was like well into.
It just feels like
46.
For
which for me is a little too. Yeah. But you know, whatever.
But it's just like women are smartening up. They get more business opportunities. They're not depending on. They're not taking mama's advice on find you a good man and he may treat you like shit and all that. Like
you don't have to. You don't have to do that no more. You don't have to find a dude who's gonna take care of you. Like sometimes you might be taking care of his ass. Which is like I don't recommend.
A lot of the times now.
But like y'all need to take care of each other. But like always, you know, be able to do your own thing. But everybody need to be able to do their own thing.
So there is no real age then right now.
To what? Get married? I mean, I feel like for black people anyway, the age was like when I was young.
Yo, the average age was like 30.
For your first marriage was 36 or some shit like that. You already had your kids.
But they were dating for like 10 years before that. Yeah. And then they finally was like, all right, I'll get married to you.
Yeah, and that's probably like the second marriage.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, I don't know. I would say when you're ready, but don't be like 20. 22 is too young. Like
25, like us was like.
Yeah. Now but I didn't feel young. Like I felt young in the sense like, okay, we about to, you know, you can get married young and travel and have a good time with your person. And I feel like that's what we did. That's what we're doing.
And I just feel like everybody's mentality is different. And you know, just like anything in life, you could go on into it and think you're doing it the right way, and it could end up shit. So you get married at 19, it could go great. But you get married at fucking 45, and it go horrible. Yeah. So it's like
I think that's also marrying the wrong person. Like you need to marry who you like really like love, and who you not only love but like we like each other. Like that's what I say all the time. Somebody ever asks me like about you or like how are you or whatever. Like I always say like I mean he's just really sweet and like I just really like him. Yeah. And they think it's funny, and I'm like, I don't even explain all that extra to him. But I mean, no, like we're like cool. Like he's like cool as fuck. Like the best person. Oh my god.
And it just really gets sad though. Like when you think of the relationship on average, the way people talk about it, it's not what you just described. It's like
people at work, like, cause okay, a lot of us at work were talking. And they're a little bit older than me, like a few years, like maybe 37, 38. And all of us were, you know, talking one day, and everybody had been in a relationship for a while. Like, it was three of us. We're all married, like, been with our dudes forever, like, you know, over 10 years. Like, I think you know, around the same married wise, and then been together, you know, 13 plus years, whatever. So we was just talking about that, but they talk about it like, man, we don't really do all of that. We don't really date. We don't really, like, if he's saying whatever.
They
like,
talk about marriage like the cemetery.
They
like,
talk about it like a bad, and I don't do that. Like, oh, okay, like, no, it's just going to be us two going on vacation. It don't have to be nobody. We prefer for it not to be anybody else.
I feel like they talk about marriage like death row. Like, literally, y'all know y'all don't want to be together, but y'all just waiting for that date where y'all finally gonna do it. Like, you just living life.
If that's just like something that they be saying, like, because they think that's what you're supposed to say. Like, I don't know, he be saying stuff and I just don't even be, or something she said, and I was like, damn, y'all don't fuck with each other no more. But they also have like hella kids and like haven't been on a vacation by themselves since they've been married.
I completely disagree with staying together for the kids.
Me too.
I will never get like.
Me too, but I also disagree with losing y'all selves because you had kids too. Like, there's one girl, like, you ain't been on vacation. Y'all haven't been on vacation. Now, her parents take the kids on vacation. I think they go to Myrtle Beach every year. And y'all don't go on a vacation, the two of y'all just sit at fucking home. Like, why don't y'all use that time? Because I understand your kids, you know, but if they're gone anyway.
Yeah. I just don't, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Marriage gets such a bad rap, but it's just like, when you think about, like I said, lately people's like, damn, like having a relationship seems cool as fuck. Like, if you think about it, it's nothing better than to share experiences with somebody. Like, hey, like, you know, you want to call them when something big happened. Like, you want to take them there. You can't wait to tell them that. Like, it's kind of lonely if it's just like, oh, it's just me. Like, I'll tell myself.
Or like nobody else cares about your, like, exciting news.
Because your brother,
like how
your brother, your sister, your mom, sometimes they don't get it like the way your spouse should, and it's just like we need to like deteriorate that like mentality of what a spouse is and make it better.
It's just weird. I don't know what could be better than like having like a sleepover, but like every night with your like best person.
Oh, that's a bar, nice one.
Yeah, I mean,
nigga. Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, we have fun together.
Might get a little.
But we also, that's what I was going to say. Like, that's like a big plus. Like, I really like this person. And we, like, laugh and have fun. But then we also get to, like, do other things together that are fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is better than that?
It's just like, but I think the key of all of this is you got to be able to spot bullshit. Like, from yourself and from the person you with. Like, do not just settle. Don't settle for you. Like, I'm just gonna do it, and don't settle for them, and don't give that person your all when they're not meeting you halfway or all the way. Like, do not, like, I think that's the recurring problem of bad relationships. They know they don't fuck with each other no more, and they still stay together.
But I think they kind of like each other, or there's some type of comfort
the idea
there.
of it,
or maybe you got kids, so you don't want the kids to go through that. Or maybe, you know, you want your cake and eat it too, or like they have certain benefits.
And I mean, homosexuals, where it's like dudes, it's like, let me slow it down. I heard this term, I forgot who used it. I think it was Gilly, but homosexuals is people that, like, if your girl has way more money, way more everything, you ain't really got nowhere to go, you're going to stay with her because you don't have nowhere to go. And, I mean, maybe vice versa for a woman, too. It's like, you ain't really got nowhere to go, so it's like, literally,
y'all are like roommates.
Y'all are roommates because y'all don't have.
I mean, shit is rough out here, so it's like you can't just like
break up.
We about to break up and I'm moving out. Like, especially now, like apartments is like
cost more than homes.
Yeah,
and that's
so we got it. I mean, but I would start the process like, hey, we cool, like we live here together, but it ain't fucking nothing like that.
And we're gonna figure this thing out.
Yeah.
Now, in ending, I have a tricky question to you. What would you say to you on your wedding day? Like, knowing what you know now, I guess, about like how cool and how great everything's working out, like, what would you say to you? What would be the pep talk you give to yourself?
I mean, I would just say like, I mean, it's gonna be like a super like fun. I mean, I already knew that though, because I feel like we was already having fun. Like it's gonna be a super fun experience. Like y'all gonna continue to like grow. Y'all gonna continue to enjoy each other. You know, y'all might go through some shit, but like y'all are gonna definitely get through anything. You know, and I mean your husband or future husband is like the best thing since like bread.
Gosh. I mean, I think for me too is just like, I mean, hey, live your life. Stop worrying about dates and times and finances and just live. Like enjoy the ride, be calm, have patience, and that's growth and that's great. Like the recurring words, like allow yourself time to slip up, allow yourself time to figure it out, and just know that no matter what, you always end up back on your feet. I mean, that's why for the people that was at the wedding, I want to put some clips and stuff, not of the wedding, but you know, we go every year to the same spot where we got married on our anniversary. That's very special. And we go eat at a catering company, Venusi, and we just do that every year. And I would just say, you know, it's like everything works out. Like every year we go there, it's some type of peace, it's some type of, like we're gonna land on our feet every time. It's just like, I think that's the main message. Like, don't worry so much. I was such a worrier back then, and I slowly.
I mean, we also were young.
Yeah.
Like also broke.
Yeah, breaking
And,
myself out of,
yeah,
and
it was
just
a lot
thinking of the man. Like, that's
You
the
had a
thing
lot of
is-
other shit going. I think that too is the difference between like how we interact with each other is the fact that like you settled some internal shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then some of that shit was like kind of would bother me because you didn't handle it, and I felt
Yeah.
like you need to handle this shit so that you can get better. And I feel like that helped you heal, and that, you know, like how you said, like you have to love yourself first. Not that you didn't love yourself, but just like find yourself, find your inner peace, and then that's
Yeah.
when
You cannot.
it, you know.
It's not
I don't know.
gonna-
We always been happy, but that was just like something lingering.
It's not gonna blossom, like for real. And I guess the
Yeah.
thing of this all is that like you really do have to know yourself. You really have to have that self-love. And even if you don't, because I didn't at the time, you gotta be with somebody that's gonna allow you and grow with you to find that. Because I always think that is amazing. When I look back, I was like, damn man, like I was pretty like out of it, or like get sad or whatever, or feel kind of, and you was just right there through it all. And it's pretty amazing. I thank you for being the sweetest. You know, yeah. You know, I love that everybody that comes in contact with you, and you know, the family and stuff, when they really get to know you, they're like, man, like it's just so much love and so much peace there. And that's like, I mean, I know I'm married. That's why, and it's nothing better than seeing like people see your light in the person that you're with. What you see, they see it too. Like they see the aura, they see the shine in you. It's pretty amazing. But in ending, I want to speak it into existence, man. I just want to say to the people looking for the love, I speak into existence that you find love, that you find peace, that you find happiness, but you most importantly find yourself. And this is recorded. Peace.
More views. This was a nice owl if you want to change your mind and not walk over the water you think about your whole entire life. How you about to ruin it. Beautiful. We come here every year on August 4th, or try to. 9 years now.